Hello, good morning. My name is Nicole Villar, and I'll be the moderator for today's press briefing. Today, we invited notable speakers who will talk about the ASEAN's 50th Grand Celebration to be held on Tuesday, August 8th. Our first speaker is the International Affairs Head of the National Commission of Culture and the Arts. She is also working closely with the Department of Foreign Affairs in the drafting and implementation of bilateral and multilateral proceedings in the Philippines. She also serves as the focal person of the Philippines for the ASEAN Committee on Culture and Information, Subcommittee on Culture. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Ms. Mary Ann Lewis. Our next speaker is the Artistic Director of the Philippine Educational Theater Association. As a senior artist teacher of the company, she has directed and choreographed the company's major productions, as well as conducted workshops for dance, women and children's theater, both locally and internationally. In 2012, she directed Melodrama Negra, which won the Audience Award in Cinema One Digital Film Festival. She also received the nomination for Best Direction and Best Screenplay at the Gawa Orian Awards 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Ms. Maribel Legarda. Our third speaker is the Program Manager of the Philippine Educational Theater Association. She is an arts manager, writer, and creative producer. It was under her term that the PETA Theater Appreciation Program was institutionalized. She has presented papers and case studies on marketing, audience development, and arts management in several conferences and festivals in Korea, Japan, and the Philippines. In October 2015, she was chosen as one of the 15 international experts to participate in the Institute International Forum on Cultural Management and Cultural Policy in Munich, Germany. I am very pleased to present Ms. Queng Reyles. Ms. Lewis, Ms. Reyles, and Ms. Legarda, you have the floor.
Thank you, Nicole. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On August 8th, we will celebrate the 50th anniversary of ASEAN. And as chairman of ASEAN this year, the Philippines will be leading the celebration of this milestone with a ceremonial landmark lighting program on August 8th at the CCP grounds. This will be held simultaneously in the capitals of the ASEAN member states, as well as in at least 70 key cities or municipalities around the country. So to give us more details about this activity, may I turn over the microphone to our colleagues from the Philippine Educational Theater Association. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Queng Reyles. I will present to you a little bit of how the programs on the 8th will go. But first, let me introduce that the Philippine Educational Theater Company is a 50-year-old theater company which do performances. We run a regular season of plays at the PETA Theater Center, and we also do workshops here in the Philippines and abroad. So we were commissioned by the NOC through the NCCA to run the program and to run 3 simultaneous events on the day. Can I slide? Okay, so we will do the Grand Parade, the ceremonial lantern lighting program, and the ASEAN Pop Concert. This will happen in 3 different venues. First, let me start with the Grand Parade. Okay, next slide. Okay, the Grand Parade will be from Luneta to the CCP. It will start with the ceremonial blowing of horn by the Philippine Coast Guard, and then we will assemble at I cannot see there, so I'll just look here. We will start at the South Road of Luneta and pass through Rojas Boulevard. According to the MMDA advisory, the South Road, the Rojas Boulevard southbound lane will be closed once the parade enters the road. So we will be occupying about 2 lanes of the South Road going to the CCP, and I'll show you the parade components. Okay. The parade will be headed by the MMDA marshals, followed by the Philippine Coast Guard, marching band, the FEU dancers, and then you will see in the picture the float that will be the lead of the parade. This float is designed by a visual artist. His name is Toim Imao. And this is based on his research on what is common among the ASEAN countries. So it's symbolic of also of the Filipino sari manok. And it will be flying using the different ASEAN colors. Okay, in the float will be models dressed in the national costumes of the ASEAN countries. This will be followed by traditional higantes of the Philippines. The higantes are provided by the artist of Angono Rizal. And then we will have street dancers that will be representing the three regional dance festivals in the Philippines. And there will be 500 contingents from the Department of Education, students, and drum and bugle groups. And then it will end with another marching band from Las Piñas. I will go to, okay. Once the parade reaches the CCP grounds, all the parade contingents will be introduced at the CCP grounds, and that will also start the main performance at the CCP. And to share with us the concept for that performance, I will pass on the mic to the PETA's artistic director and also the overall artistic director of this celebration, Ms. Maribel Legarda.
Hi, good morning. So when we got the project, I think one of the things that we really latched to in terms of concept was, of course, it's 50th, it's golden, excuse me. And so what we wanted to do was to really break down what's golden about the ASEAN region. The smiles, the resources, the grain of rice, the beautiful Mekong River, etc., etc. And one of the things that I really wanted to do was to really marry both what is traditional and what is contemporary. So the roots of where the culture comes from, but at the same time, the fact that the region, because it is rich in terms of culture and resources, it is also the region to look forward to in the future. It is that region that has so much that is happening and growing. So we wanted to do this in the performance, and that's why basically what we tried to do was to create that sense of both rootedness, tradition, but at the same time contemporary. And that is what you're going to see. And right now it's about an hour. The last time we paper timed it, it's like an hour 15, an hour 20. You know, outside of the obviously of the speeches, etc. What we really did was to create spoken word. So we've commissioned a young poet, to create this poetry that's going to be running through the whole 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's going to be performed by 5 different theater artists. And in between that, each poem will usher in the 10 pop stars, who I think have arrived today. So these are 10 major pop stars from the 10 ASEAN countries. And they will be weaving in and out of these songs. At the same time, there's also movement and dance interacting with the text, and the movement will be both traditional and contemporary. That's going to be by Sindao Theater Company and Air Dance, and at the same time, on the third part, the two, both traditional and contemporary, will be interacting with the spoken word poetry as it weaves in and out, introducing the 10 pop stars. And then, of course, obviously, which leads to the big lantern lighting and fireworks. So there, I hope. Well, we're quite excited. Today, we're meeting the 10 pop stars. So they're arriving, and we're also slowly integrating all the pieces. So a lot of the imagery, we'll also be using a lot of images on the digital screen of young digital designer of Joey Mejias, and we really wanted to also, we traditionally see very institutional images of tourism and stuff like that. There will be that, but we're also trying to develop more contemporary. I told her I wanted to see the background really as like a painting of both abstract and beautiful visuals of the different ASEAN countries.
I'll just show you some visuals from the concert. So, sorry, for the CCP performance. Okay, still in the landmark lighting. This is the production design. So this is what the stage will look like. This is designed by award-winning production designer Gino Gonzalez. So it's this stage will be beside the lantern. And then Maribel has already talked about the concept, so I'll just show you the, I'll give it to Annie to introduce the 10 ASEAN Pop Stars who will present lang the photos.
So we will be welcoming 10 pop stars to be led by our very own Christian Bautista. Okay, so from Brunei, Afik Wafi. From Cambodia, we have Kong Soriarith. From Indonesia, we have a pop star violinist, Mia Ismi Haida. From Laos, Lokana Anulak. From Malaysia, Dia Suhaili Binti Abdul Ghani. From Myanmar, Ain Chit. From the Philippines, Christian Bautista. From Singapore, Aisha Aziz. From Thailand, Natika Iamtamai. And from Vietnam, Hai Nam Le. So we will be meeting them today. They will be arriving. And we will have actually a separate press conference with them, so you will have a chance also to meet them later, before the event.
It might be interesting to note that while the program at the CCP is ongoing, everything will be fed live at the BGC concert stage. And we will have a simultaneous lantern lighting ceremony, so that at 7 o'clock, together with 56, no?
74 now.
74 other local government units, and hopefully some of the ASEAN countries will do the lighting at the same time. So after the lighting, that will shift. The CCP will receive the feed from BGC, and the concert at BGC will begin. At BGC, this is really intended for the younger crowd, for the millennials, so that they will also be aware of what's happening. And so we've also selected bands and performers who will more or less attract the attention of the younger set, the millennials and the yuppies working in the Makati area. So there will also present the 10 ASEAN pop artists. But we will also have Up Dharma Down, they're now called UDD. The ones, Thyroid Yumi by Hannah, the Nightingales, Six Cycle Mind of Franco, the cast of Rock of Ages, and Itchy Worms. So it will just be like an after party where we can all celebrate until midnight. We are expected to end the concert at about 12 o'clock. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lewis, Legarda, and Reyles. Now I open the floor to questions. Please come forward, state your name and affiliation, then your question.
Sandy Santos, blogger from PCO. My question is, are we declaring a special holiday on Tuesday? Since we are targeting the millennials and they have school or at work, and plus the traffic.
We're still waiting for word, sir. I'm very sorry, I cannot confirm that right now, but we have requested for the day to be announced, to be declared a holiday. So hopefully we will get that announcement by Monday, hopefully.
Before I close the press briefing, are there any last questions?
I'm Tom from Philippine News Agency. What's the inspiration behind the design of the lantern?
The design of the lantern?
Yes.
The design of the lantern actually reflects images that is common in ASEAN. First of all, of course, we have the ASEAN logo there at the middle and the flags of the ASEAN member states. But we also wanted, since we are the chairman of this year, of ASEAN this year, so we also wanted to put in the Philippine elements there. So we have the nahaw leaf, the jasmine flower, sampaguita, which is also common in the ASEAN member states. We have the vinta sails, symbolizing the water that connects us, connects the countries in ASEAN. And what else? Of course, the colors of ASEAN, of the ASEAN member states, the color of the flags of the ASEAN member states. So right now, if you have a chance to pass by the CCP grounds, you can actually catch a glimpse of the lantern that's being set up now. It's a work in progress, so it's right there now. You can see how it's being set up. So it's 20 feet high. It will be standing on a 10-foot high platform. So that's it.
Oh, are there any questions?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can we just add that all the events are free, so the public is invited. It's free admission, and for those who will be coming from CCP, the DOT has generously provided 200 vans to shuttle the public from CCP to BGC.
Are there any questions? Once again, thank you to our speakers and to all of you for tuning in to today's press briefing on ASEAN's 50th Grand Celebration on Tuesday. And that ends today's press briefing. Thank you.